one of the things that's really important to notice about Hong Kong subway system is it's very much interconnected, but also that most of the connections are connected to shopping malls. And so you can, in theory, go from mall to mall to mall in your various stops and do some shopping, have something to eat, stay out of the weather altogether. One thing that I've noticed about Hong Kong and getting around, there's been an awful lot of thought put into transporting people from one area to another to cut down on road traffic. The crossings, they have walkways above roads, and they have massive walkways underground, including a lot of moving sidewalks that makes things really easy. It's a very well designed system. But the one thing that's really cool, as I mentioned, is the fact it goes from store to store to store as you go from stop to stop to stop. Various stops and the shopping arcade and stuff and everything else. Now, when we travel, you're always going to another country that you've never been to before, and you can run into trouble. And what do I mean by that? I mean by your internal systems. You can get pretty sick on some foods, some things you drink. It's not very good just to drink the water out of the tap. But one thing that we forget sometimes is the fact that we drink water from a bottle, but we use ice cubes provided. And sometimes the ice cubes provided come from the water system from the tap. Therefore, we get a little ill. And of course I had to get some medication here to help with that. I've got some tummy ointment, all this stuff that is an important thing to have. So when you do travel, especially to a foreign country that is very different from your own, you've got to be careful and also come prepared. I wasn't prepared. I didn't bring anything, so I had to go out and buy it. And I think you're better off bringing it, just to be on the safe side. It's a very important point, no matter where you travel. I think my body's doing trade-offs. My legs don't feel too bad. See, it's a little foggy. In fact, as long as we've been here, it's been raining and foggy. We just hit the right week to see that. But a lot of traffic here, always. And the ferries here are really quaint. They're really nice. They're very old, and a lot of the shipping that comes through here is very old. A little rough, the water at times. And if you do get the chance to ride the ferry, hold on, because you will get rocked all over the place. But this is the opening port for Hong Kong, and it has been historically and to this very day very busy and a very important port in Asia. I'm in a park here in Hong Kong, and great Chinese efficiency here. The Leisure and Cultural Services Department has written the various things that you cannot do, which actually makes a lot of sense. No dogs allowed, no ball games, no cycling, no skateboarding, no hawking, no lying on benches, no graffiti, no urination, no smoking, and please keep clean, which means the only thing you can do here is walk. Well, it's the last night here in Hong Kong. It's been really interesting seeing so many different cultures all crashed together. The interesting thing is when Hong Kong became part of China again, you had a mass influx of a lot of people from the mainland. So there's a lot of mainland people here. And one of the things that was really interesting, I was walking down a pier yesterday, and I felt someone tapping kind of hard on my shoulder. And it was someone from the mainland just wanted to photograph themselves with me. I guess they hadn't seen many Westerners, and so it's kind of fun. Also, as I've mentioned before, there's an awful lot of planning that went into the city. The walkways, the subways, the trains, the buses. Also, as I look around, a mass of different people. Where I'm staying is a place called the Apple Hostel. It's in an area of a bunch of hostels here in an area that is just filled with all different cultures, all crashed together. The elevator that goes to the hostel I'm staying at will have a mix of every culture you can think of waiting to get on board. In fact, many times there's articles of clothing waiting to go on, there's packages, there's even grain getting ready to be distributed at various places. So it's an interesting city, it's a multicultural city, and everyone's here buying and selling, and you can't walk down the street without asking someone if they want to buy a Rolex copy, or they want a new suit of clothes made, or even so much as a massage. You see everything here. It's a busy, fascinating, interesting city. I hope I see it again.